Hello, hello, hello. I'm coming to you once again live. And the topic today is a baby abused, abundant with her father. Today, my talk show is about, I've been following a story for a long time, and it's about a father who has been denied the rights, not through the courts now, through an adopted grandmother who took over the mother's life and also took the baby from the father. And it's all about a check. It's all about a check. These people are Moreno Valley, California, and he said their names. The adopted woman who adopted the baby's mother name was Patricia Robinson, and the mother of the baby name is Veronica Robinson. Now, my topic today is why did they take and abuse a child by removing the bonding of her biological father for a check? Answer that. This is a story that's been going on a long time. The baby is now, she'll be 12 years old next March. And I understand from the beginning of that story, it was a scam going on. So these people actually already knew what they were going to do because this adopted mother had this girl. The girl was 21 years old, and she took this girl to the father. And when she took the girl to the father, she already knew what she was going to do. Because why would you take a child 21 years old to an older guy's house? I mean, why? If you knew the girl had a mental problem, why would you do that in the first place unless you was trying to get her pregnant? You know, if she go to a man's house and you're delivering her to that house, you're actually trying to get a baby. And so now when the baby is born, you have abused this child because if a baby is born in a hospital by a mother and a father, and the father was there all along the way throughout the entire 9 months. I understand the girl was very ill. He was always there for her. And this adopted mother who adopted the baby's mother would take her to this older man's house because she couldn't deal with the fact that the girl was sick. So she put it on him. Everything was on him. Take care of her so this baby can be born. And I understand he said it was twins, and also he's a twin. So that baby needs to know that her dad is a twin. She has a twin uncle and also an oldest brother. But this adopted grandmother just took over this baby, just took this baby away from the man and told the man that wasn't his baby. Well, if you knew it wasn't his baby, why would you even take the girl to his house in the first place to get pregnant? So that shows you something is wrong. That shows you it was a scam because if you deliver someone to make a baby, and then when the baby is born, you say it's not yours, what is that? What did you think you was taking her over to the house for? To play? No, you took her over there. You knew she was going to get pregnant. And also, evidently, you knew about other men, had to know about other men that was dating the girl to say it wasn't yours and even to pay for a DNA because you knew for sure you thought it was going to be some doctor or some other big wheel person. So you were trying to just link up with anybody with some money so that you could abuse this child that was about to be born. Now, when the child was born, the father was there from day one, trying to play with his kid, hold his kid, love his kid. And I understand that you had made that girl put that baby in your dead husband's name. Now, how horrific is that? How horrific is that? To make, after the DNA was done, it told you it was the man's child 99.9%. And she looks just like him. How could you look at that child every day and not let her speak to her father? So, you know what you people are doing? You are abusing a child. That's child abuse because you took away a child from her father. He can come right now if he wanted to get that baby. He can come back to LA. It's never too late. But the disrespect is that you did not let her bond with her daddy that was there with her from day one. You took that away from that child. That's abuse abunding. This adopted lady, whoever you are, Patricia Robinson or whoever he said you was, you have no blood ties to that child and you denied her of her real blood. How cruel is that? That is not nice at all. And the law needs to know about it. The CPS needs to know. Everybody needs to know about that. Because you never let that child pick up that phone just because you got guardianship when he was in LA and you guys made him go through all kind of red tape, spend money for this. You made all kind of false accusations. No telling what you told. What did you guys tell that child from the time she was born until the time he found her on the internet? Did you tell her daddy was dead? Did you tell all these negative things about a loving father that was there with her from day one? I saw the pictures. He was holding her. He was so happy. The last time he saw his baby was when she was 7 months old, and he had to pay to see her because you guys made all these false statements just to keep him away from his baby. And when he went to court, he had to fight for his baby, fight until you guys just broke him down. I mean, do you know you took a bonding away from a baby? I'm not even talking about the father. I already know you took his bonding away, but the baby, you abused the baby of a bonding from her own dad. How horrific is that? That baby didn't have to live without a father. That baby did not have to live without having her father call her to give her encouragement like my dad did me. Just because you guys didn't have one, too bad for that. This baby had a loving father. How horrific. And do you think you're going to leave this world without paying for that? No one would ever leave this world without paying for something that horrific. That was a life. That was a baby who had her father. And you wouldn't let her pick up the phone. You would not let her pick up the phone. I wouldn't care if her daddy was in Hawaii. Still, she can call and say, "Hi, Dad." When I was in California, my dad, I would talk to him on the phone. What's the big deal about her bonding with her father? She may have some questions when she gets older. You're probably going to kick her out when she turns 18. It's too late then. Don't send her when she gets 18 to her dad, where you was collecting the checks all alone and you wouldn't let her bond with her father. That is considered child abuse. The man has been begging, calling, writing, internet, doing baby diaries, trying to let his daughter know that he loves her. And you know what? He loves her more than you guys do. He wouldn't have done that to you. He would not. Not for a check, not for money, because money is going to be here when you're dead and gone. It's the bonding. It was an abuse of bonding with a father. You took a child away from her father. You abused that child. You abused her. And you mentally washed the mother. Because what kind of mother would do that unless you put her on some kind of crazy medicine? This sounds like witchcraft or some kind of crazy stuff, because no mother in this world would have a loving father not talk to their daughter, or I wouldn't have my daughter not speak with her daddy, even if I was mad at him. But when you are not blood, this adopted woman does not feel that blood bonding because it is not her child. It is not her blood. Blood runs deep, and blood is thicker than water. So it doesn't matter. Deep down inside, that baby still feels her father. I don't care what you told her. I don't care if you said, "Your daddy this, your daddy that, your daddy this." Well, you can see online clearly her dad is clean than the Board of Health, clean as a whistle. So what are you telling her now? What did you tell her? I really wonder, what did you tell that baby when she was wondering, where's my daddy? Did you tell her that other man was her daddy when you said that is not your baby? The DNA clearly, you looking at her daddy every day, and it should haunt you. It should haunt you to the day you die, because you're gonna pay for it. In God's eye, you will be paying for abusing that baby from bonding with her loving father who wanted to be there, held her in his arms. He was so in love with his baby girl, and you took that away. You took it away. He can still come back and fight, and he can sue you too, because you did not let that child pick up the phone. You never answer your phone. You move around, you hide, you do all kind of little quirky jokes online. You make up all these false YouTube pages saying, "Don't click on Patricia Robinson." And the reason you're saying that, because then people would see his true story with your name. So if they click on Patricia Robinson, So world, click, 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 and people in Moreno Valley, everybody that see this lady needs to walk up to her and tell her, pick up that phone and let that child hear her daddy's natural voice, not through YouTube. Pick up that phone. This Patricia Robinson, this Veronica Robinson. Everybody in Moreno Valley should tell them, pick up that phone and let that baby talk to her daddy. That's horrific. And Alexa, that baby, she's not going to be a baby always. You might have brainwashed her mother, but God is going to step in and that child will retaliate and she will pick up that phone and call her daddy one day. I mean, you put this whole thing on this child. Her dad would not even be making these videos. You really abuse that child, Patricia Robinson, because you're the kingpin of all this. You're the head honcho because I understand the mother's on medication. So I understand the reason you don't want her daddy to come and get her or to be a part of her life because you probably feel the bonding, the real blood bonding that you don't have because you are an adopted, you adopted her mother. So you don't have no blood bonding with this baby. So the reason you don't want her daddy to come and get her because you think the bonding, which it is a girl and the dad, once they get together, yes, that bonding is there. And you feel that he would take her away from that home and you would not have that check coming in that house. So you more about money than a human being because you abused a child of a loving father. And you had all those other people in the hospital brainwashing. You had them brainwashed because all of them was against him saying it wasn't his kid. And the DNA proved that it was. And you even tried to put your dead husband's name on the birth certificate and he had to make the nurses in the hospital change that back. All this is on record. All this is on record. Even when you had a child in that house that raped a girl in that house that raped a 4-year-old boy, all of that the judge knows about. That's a crime. That shows the type of person that you are. And this Veronica Robinson, I don't care how much medication you're on, you need to snap out of that and you let that woman abuse the system, abuse you, abuse your daughter. She took away your daughter's father. Just because you guys didn't have one, don't be that crazy. I know a lot of people on medication, but they're not that damn crazy to let no adopted woman that's not even your blood take away your baby's daddy because she have a blood family on this side. She has a whole nother side. She has her dad's identical twin brother. She has her big brother. She didn't get to see her grandmother on her father's side. She has some real blood side. That adopted woman of your adopted mother, whoever she is, that's not your real blood. Honey, get a life. Wake up and smell the coffee. It's never too late for you to wake up and smell the coffee. And Patricia Robinson, your time is out with that bull crap. You need to pick up the phone and let that baby call her daddy and stop having her. And I know you have her in fear because she haven't called her daddy yet. He haven't heard her voice ever, and she's 12 years old. The last time he said he saw his baby was 7 months old, and she cried in his arms like she knew something was going on because babies can feel things. Alexa has to know this. She have to know that in the beginning, when she was 7 months, she loved her daddy. And you guys took all that away. You abused that baby. Alexa has been abused by you. Patricia Robinson, the reason I'm saying it's you, because you have Veronica on disability. So something's wrong with Veronica. And the world knows it from these YouTube. And it's all out there now. The world knows. You abuse Veronica and her daughter because you took the daughter away from her father. You want him to fight for his own child? His own child? That's not your child. Never will be to the day you die. That is his child and Veronica's child, not yours. And you wouldn't even let the child pick up the phone. You got her and Veronica in so much fear, you wouldn't even let her pick up the phone and say, hi, daddy. Just what did you tell her all those years? I thank God for internet and social media. And this thing can really blow up. You know, it really can blow up all over the world. And there are a lot of talk shows wanted it. And so at least Moreno Valley will know, and everyone that see you guys, they're going to look down on you. Because it's true. It's not a joke. He hasn't talked to her yet. I haven't heard the phone ring and he pick it up, and I haven't heard anything about the baby saying hi to her daddy. Wake up. Moreno Valley, Everyone in Moreno Valley, if you see Patricia Robinson and Veronica Robinson, make them let that baby call her daddy. They have abused her for 12 years. 12 years without knowing who her father is that was there trying to call, knocking on your doors, just calling and begging and pleading and just, please let me talk to my child. So he have diaries out online. He said the happy birthday to her every year. So to him, he still had his daughter. And when she gets grown, she's going to see all this stuff. So I hope his daughter is watching this and she will not let you women discredit her of a father because you've abused her long enough. And I hope CPS get involved and make you pick up the phone and let that baby talk to her daddy. That's her daddy. He created her. He created her. Not you, this adopted non-bonded woman. You tried to bond with something that God didn't create for you. That was his and Veronica's creation. And it was a twin, I understand. And the love he had for his baby, he did everything to console Veronica, to help her save this baby here that you're taking away from him. How horrific. And the reason that other twin died was because you would have tried to have a double check from the twins, and God didn't allow that to happen. So you need to pick up the phone, let that baby call her daddy and say, hi, daddy, because it's not over yet. God is still sitting high and looking low, and you will pay for being evil, because that is evil, evil, evil. If you look at the videos about women talking about this all the time, a lot of people would say it's the man, but in this case, it's not the man, it's you guys, you and Veronica. And what kills me about this situation is, Veronica, you need a spanking. You know damn well that that child should have had her father in her life. You know it. If you guys wasn't going to be together, that's fine. But that child, that have nothing to do with that child. That's his blood. And you took that away. You abused that child. You deny her the right to bond with her loving blood father. And God will make you pay. That's all I got to say. So you need to get it together. So I want everybody to click, like, share, subscribe, and share this all over the world. This is something that the world needs to see, and it's still going on right now. Click, like, and subscribe. And that's all I have to say today. This is my show about these people in Moreno Valley, California, abusing a child. Never let her bond with her loving father. Goodbye.